Action. Ngiyamhlekisa le phansi. Sanibonani bafethu wonke umuntu osekhaya obukele sanamukela another episode ye What Keeps You Going with them Charlies. If umusha ku channel sicela ungakhohlwa hit the subscribe button, ulike, ushare, wonke umuntu azi ukuthi kwenzakalani. So namhlanje guest yethu uMamsi Ndlalane. And this lady ophambi kwami mangithi ubone yonke into ngaphansi komthunzi welanga, she's been through a lot. Exaggerate kusuke kunjalo. So Mamsi sakwamukela ku show yethu kunjani?
Ngiyaphila kunjani sanibonani?
Ngiyaphila. So istory sakho ngicela lesegama le. Uthi istory sakho segama ukuthi you were not born when uzalwa abazange bakwetha ngomamsi. Igama lakho bokuma. Manje sifika kanjani kuma? From umamusa to umamsi sifika kanjani?
Angithi manje lento zokuthi umamami uSwati wendele eBasuthwini. So eBasuthwini ngiyavela mina ngiyi-first born, and then bathi ke mamusa, ke mamutsegare, ngumata. So khabo mama maSwati. So umama uyahlukana nobaba sengina 3 baya divorce. Sibuye eGoli manje suke eFree State. Masifika khabo baba umamusa yini ngona lokho abakwazi nokulupronounce. Umkhulu mamosi. Ahamba aye home affairs phela lokudala bokuregister abomkhulu amadoda kuphela bofanele uregister ifamily. Yeah, bonga kuregister umntwana noma umtholile bokufanele kuye ubaba ikhanda lendlu. Uyafika home affairs, hayi sinomntwana lapha endlini, ubani mkhulu umntwana, mamosi yini ngona lokho. Home affairs abelungu babhale Mamsi. Uyabuya senginegama elisha abazi ngiyakhula sengumamsi. But it's quite interesting. I wanted to change the name after 94. Mangicheka ngithi oh amen. Mamusa, it's the mother of grace. Mamsi is the sweetest German wine. Who can change that? Can't. Now you drink from me, then you are enough.
Yeah.
You are enough. More than enough actually.
So Mamsi ngiyazi istory sakho asiqali maso unokhunjana maso ushada, right? Siqala usesemncane. Ngifuna wonke umuntu obukele la azi some of the challenges. Ngikhumbula siba ne conversation mina nawe ukuthi sinabo bamethu abadila ngezinto singazi because abasitsheli kube lula ukuthi sibajaje. Ukuthi umama why short tempered, umama why anolaka, why umama overprotective kanjena, kanti asazi ukuthi they've been through a lot. So ngifuna siqale istory sakho from ebuncaneni bakho. How was the childhood yakho nje mawukhula?
Yeah, very difficult. Actually angiyazi into ebathi childhood. Azange ngibe ingane ngoba uyadivorce umama ubuya kokwabo, sihlala nogogo. For that period ngina 3, 4, 5, 6 kumnandi. Umama usebenza emakhishini usesemncane unabo 24 years. Angeke umama angathola umuntu athandana naye. Usafuna ukuthandwa. Umama uthola lo baba, umama uba pregnant, uthola umunye umntwana, umama uyagana. So umama makagana uthi lo baba hayi iza nabantwana bakho sebesuthu bekuyimi nomfowethu. Uyahamba umama ugana nathi sihamba siyohlala lapha. Ngina 7. I think I was between 7 and 8 roughly. So masifika lapha la mama gana khona kunobaba omkhulu, umfowabo stepfather. Umfowabo stepfather unonkosikazi. Mara banabantwana. Sihlala endlini eyi1. So now la sihlala khona ikamero labo mama, in between ikamero la kulala mina nomfowethu. The other room ikamero la kulala khona lo baba omkhulu nonkosikazi wakhe. But now ubaba omkhulu I don't know what he saw, because ebusuku uyosuka ngale ushiya unkosikazi wakhe and then he comes to our room lasilele khona. Ngilele mina umfowethu lele besilala phansi endaweni eyi1 but separate blankets nomunye nengubo zakhe. Then he would come, this old man, mid-40s, naked into the room. Bese uyangivula izingubo mina mina ngithi futhi bengidom yazi mina bengingawazi nogwayi ukuthini. And I see this thing and then yalenga then between 7 and 8 I think, yeah. So I would see this thing yalenga lo akudala phela bengakhulunywa ngabo ugwayi nani, yeah, besazi nje ukuthi kunomfana kunentombazana. But then ubona ugwayi umuntu omdala it's something besingayiboni futhi lento le besingayazi ukuthi yayenzakala. Then you would come angene ezingubeni and then angivuse vuka and then force me ukuthi fanele ngimbambe ugwayi and then yena bese uyangibamba la ngaphansi and then I satisfy you, massage me mina fanele ngiloko ngimbamba ugwayi until I masturbate again. So when it first happened then bese mina ngikhumbula ngimbuza ukuthi manje yini lento le phuma ngisho manje I was shocked ukuthi lo muntu uthe ngimbambile and then all of a sudden and then into emhlophe na ngiyaqala yini le, and then he told me it's none of your business. Then after that he just leave and then angitshela ukuthi wakhuluma nje vele ufile.
Sure.
So ngikhula kanjalo. Not the only incident. He would do that nightly for months. I think it went on for bengakwazi ukubala, but mangicabanga I would say maybe for 2, 3, 4 months. And then later on thina savuka ekuseni bathutha bahamba sazwayo bathutha uye nonkosikazi wakhe bayathutha endlini. So kanti umama umbhace umama mi beka sithanda njalo ebusuku bekeza azosichecka ukuthi is right. I think she had this thing naye ebeyikuye but angazi ukuthi yini. She would come, tuck us in, check us and then go and sleep. Mara kusho ukuthi bekamtime ukuthi masakahambile then yena you'd come. So this one night ke badibana ke umama uyeza naye uyeza babonana ke, then umama watshela ustepfather wami then babaxosha ke. But my mother never said anything. The only bad things ngama parents bona bangazi ukuthi ku bad, because I think umama wacabanga ukuthi bekasaqala ukuza and akwenzakalanga next because he was very smart. He never penetrated me. So you just play and then until aze alokhunja masturbate and then go. So umama would always check me makasigeza njalo ngicheck njalo uzuluka kuchecka intombazane iyabhekwa yabona intombazane yazi babakhula bayemhlangeni yabo, all those stories kanti kusho ukuthi bekacheck and then she found nothing because he never penetrated me, but he penetrated my mind and my spirit. He penetrated my soul, which is worse than damage physical umuntu angayenza emntwini. Because even noma kunini, especially if I talk about the event, I could still see him walking in naked. I could still see him. I could still smell him. So umama zangabuze next, azangasho next.
And you never had that conversation?
We never had that conversation, and which is worrying now when I'm getting old. Did he stop? Or maybe laye khona waqhubeka? Was I the first? Yabona? Or maybe into bekayijwayele azange aqabe kabona ini ngami. Umama waphahluka sekana 67, I was 45. Sekaphahluka nje mama sayixoxela nje ayijabulele ku December aziphuze sathi, "Hey ngake ngakusiza mntanami. Mina ngifuna abantwana bamantombazana bahlale nabo stepfather." Mina wake wangisiza kanjani? Yo, baba mkhulu wakho mabazathutha samtholeza angcunu ekamereni wayeyokudlonqula loya muntu loya. So kumuntu omdala, it's her pride. She protected me. That's what she knows. Ungiprotectile, ungisizile. So I can't disappoint her and say, but mama, you never asked me. Bese kukaningi yabona lento le. Ngabona ukuthi no ngizomphula yena unaleyo nto leyo uguga another thing ukuthi I saved my daughter.
Vele nje namanje usaphila?
No, she's late now.
So uzowandlula emhlabeni?
No, we never spoke about it. We didn't. Yeah. Ngasitshela ukuthi let me let it lie. Because yena she's a hero and nami ngiyambona vele kimi she's my hero. It's just that wayengazi ukuthi ukungabuzi yena bekathi mhlambe usavile kanti kuwabuza ukuthi mara bekangazange ake eza bona, maybe she would hear a different story. Yeah.
But it's strong to have done that now, realize that knowing what my intentions are genuinely, they will protect us,
Yes.
but what no matter later, what no, leli ngizolithwala ijobe, ngithwalisa lo muntu omdala makaphumule nalokho akwazi.
Naloku akwaziyo, yeah.
Sure. Was it tough though noma somdala?
Yeah, I grew up vele ngingafuni nje ngabafuna abafana. I grew up abafana mina ngifuna uba umfana. Abafana bokungabangani bami. Hayi ukuthi abafana bajule nami bengibashaya. I joined ikarate, bengishaya ikarate mina blind kabi.
So would you say that
that was the defense mechanism.
yeah, from lokho kwenzakile
Yeah, from lokho kwenzakalile influenced the behavior yami mangikhula. So what I wanted was just to be the best, and benginyanya futhi nabazokutshela ukuthi umfana uphasile kundlula wena eklasini. What is it that makes him better than me? So I would study very hard to make sure ukuthi I get A's all the time. Bengafuni nje into umfana idlalele eduzane kwami.
Sure.
But again, life being life, so it happened again. So I never escaped from it.
Okay. So siyayidlula le manje ubaba umkhulu bayamxosha. So do you continue staying?
We continue staying. No stepfather, physically abused. He was physically abusive. That one, ne scratch nala nalisi. Yabola. Lang nesinye la sedrati langena languka ngalenga kaso angishayile yabona la njani.
From kuleyo age abafika nakuma teenagers.
Hayi mangi teenagers angihlale naye.
Yo.
Mangi teenager besingahlale.
Mangahlala nayo was it the violence that contributed to lapho ugcina ungahlala nayo?
Sabuyela kugogo thina. Umama wasibuyisela kugogo sahamba sayohlala nogogo. Bona bahamba bayohlala umama sibe emakitchen bayohlala nomama emakitchen. So he only came when I was doing standard 7, which is grade 9. Because my mom was pregnant. So bebanga agula bakwazi basakwazi ukuhlala emakitchen. She had to come back. Bese sihlela kwaNdebele ugogo ambeka nendawo kwaNdebele kwaGafontein. So they came now basilandela. Sesiphile kamnandi yonke leminyaka laba nabo bayafika futhi. So nabafika, he would make my mom beat you for anything. Thina lokudala bongathi mabakuthume store bebakhafula la. Bathamba store. Namanje I still wonder ukuthi really how did it happen? Ukuthi lamathi bazokulinda uze ubuye estore asesekhona. Wawama uyashayela ukuthi uhambe kancane. So abafana bameyitora ngisho besibabiza amaGauteng. Waseyitora. So nanka amaGauteng. So mawufika bazokuluka bakubiza, hey ini bayabhema ngisho. So once ubuya ekhaya they were very sensitive vele. Once ubuya nje unukugwayi uyajola. Bomeno uzoshayela lokho nje kuphela. Ingozi la inhloko ziningi ngapi. So he would make my mom to beat up. Because phambi kwakagogo bengeke aze asishaye. Bengeke ugogo amavume ngathi. But then he would tell my mom's lies ukuthi ibenza kanje. Mama beyazosuka la khona ezazo akushaya.
So asithathe sosuka la uhlala nomama sobuyela kagogo, right? Abantu noma mawukhula kuthiwa ayikho indawo emnandi njengokukhulela kagogo. Kagogo nje awushaya. Bathi ingane ekhuliswa ugogo vele athi ngizoku ivela ekhaya.
Hayo
So how was your experience wasohlala nogogo?
Yo, my grandmother is my hero. She made me. You know, she was an entrepreneur. She taught us to make our own bricks to build. She taught us how to pray, to build. From sibancane besazi ukuthi sidina ukuthi ingawi indlu azihlali zonke zilandelana. Sidina zihlala kanje bese la kuneline sihlala isinye phakathi sihlala besizakhela izindlu. And my grandmother bekasithanda, but very strict. Beliswati ne. Into beyibiza ngembaba umdzithi bekumdithi gogogo wami. Bokungana ukuthi kunelinye igama hayi yabona intombazana hlala ngentombi no. Umdithi mntanami ayisikho ispare somdithi. Asikho. Umoshakele angeke uye kwenye indawo bakunikeza ispare ukuthi nasi spare faka cha. Kanjalo. Ngaleso sikhathi leso wami ugogo. Every month, twice a month, bekahlala phansi besama intombazana sibaningi. Besihlala yabona makugogo sama extended family. Abantwana bakamama bakamamncane bakamamkhulu sibaningi. So imajority abantwana lapha singamantombazana. Every month, twice a month, bekahlala phansi athathe wonke lamabhulu maswethu awathele phezu kwecansi. Bekanema-container wokhara, namakinophu, nani. I never understood. Athathe lamaphinti wethu abanye. Bekile on side, amanye bekile on side, bekile on side. Makaceda athathe elastic, akhiphe la. Fake ireke. Man, mase ngifunde secondary, gogo sengifunde secondary, every time ngizoloku uthatha amapheni. Iphenti kufanele lihlale efikeni. Lingehle. So manje elastic yakhona mase ithambile. Kusho ukuthi kulula ntombazana ukuthi ulihlise. So we had a good life, and bekafundisa, and even today some of the things she taught us. Ngiloku ngingaka usasho ukuthi ish ugogo but really said this and it's happening like that.
So uhlale kugogo until isikhathi singakanani?
Ngihlale kugogo isikhathi eside, I think from ngina 10 up until ngaze ngaba ne 16.
Okay.
Hlala nogogo.
So now njengoba usho ukuthi now so uyakuboba tomboyish. Lento yenzeka masohlala naye.
Ngihlala nogogo.
Yeah.
Sengihlala nogogo vele sengijoin karate.
So did you feel ukuthi noma uhlala nogogo you need to arm yourself, ukhona ukuziprotecta? Yini izinto bezenzeka outside of ikhaya?
Phela lapho vele mina I felt ukuthi yimi ubaba wasekhaya. Akunababa. So it's a female headed family. Ugogo uye inhloko yalekhaya. And then yimi firstborn kubo bonke labantwana nebabuma mncane. So yimi ubaba wala ekhaya. So mina ngifuna ukuprotecta lamantombazana wonke la nkamanya la ekhaya so that they don't go through what I'm going through. And then esikolweni sinabotishara balala namantombazana esikolweni. So every day uloku ubizwa yilo tishara ufuna ukukulala, ubizwa yilo tishara ufuna ukukulala, ubizwa yilo tishara ufuna ukukulala. I hated that.
So lezi zinto njengoba zivela manje akusinta umkhoboqala manje.
No, ayidala.
And what age makwenzeka lezo zinto?
I was 16 at the time. But they would sleep even nama girls under 14. They didn't care. Angithi kwaNdebele buka makotasi abochari babuya ngapha eGoli basebenza ngani bahlala emakotasi. So bathi emafemini abantu batshontsha insimbi bathengise bathola imali. So esikolweni badla khona fanele badle emhlambini.
Sure. So how did you survive that environment? Already mawunabangani about no thina sibuya khona.
Bengibatshela ukuthi it's nonsense. And at the time I was born again, fortunately. Bese ngamukela uKristu. So nabayenza zonke lezi zinto mina bengibatshela bengikwazi nje ukuthi isono kuphela thina siyintombi zakaJesu. So now I became a victim because bonke labantwana bayalala, bonke lamantombazana bayalala now. So mina angifuni ukulala nabotishara. Then I became a bat kubotishara. Ukuthi sifuna ukubona ozolala naye.
Amadoda amadala lawo.
Yeah, madala. Kuthi sifuna basaphila abanye sebashona. Bathi sifuna ukubona ozolala naye ke. Babheja vele. Sifuna ukubona ozolala because lo mntwana usticks. Benza iplan lelo ke lo munye uthisha.
Sure. And then kwenzakalani lapho?
Besiyogijima. Esikoleni besengenza yonke into vele. Bengigijima, bengenza drama, poetry, yonke into enziwa bengiyenza mina. Makuthiwa kuyenzwa sports ngiyayenza. So bengigijima bengiya kuma provincial championships. So this one was on sport. Bese siya ku training nalezi ezinye izikolo in preparation for ama provincials besizo eDurban. Masisuka lapha ilanga selizoshona bu past 4 to 5. Athatha sports bag sesikolo asinike mina athi uthathe le sports bag usilethe eKotasi. Mina abafana bosihlala sihamba nabafana athi uthathe le sports bag usilethe eKotasi. Leso sikhathi vele bonge ukuthi no ukuthisha. Then I took it ngiyahamba ngiyasimukisa. How? Mangingena ipassage so then ama room. Ngidlule iroom lokuqala ngidlule lesi2. Mangidlule lesi3 ngiya kwelakhe belisekhoneni. Bayahleka kunabotshara abaningi bayahleka. Then something said stop, yabo. Then I stopped. Mangilalela athi lo munye hawu isikoko. Hayi yabona wena angithulela isigqoko. Ngitshelile ngathi tonight she's mine. I dropped the bag and then I ran. wangigijimisa ngabaleka ngaphunyuka. The following day esikolweni wangena eklasini. Ngiyamuzwa standard 7. Wangena eklasini. Wavele nje Mashinini uba umsindo. Angibe basibiza ngiyibonga. Mashinini uba umsindo. Mina sikaphethe cane vele ngaka. Wangishavela ngiphula isandla vodlo ngafaka iplaster. Yeah, angithi ngim-embarrassile izolo. So I only knew sengimdala when I was doing my second year varsity. Ngidibana naye masaka ngitshela ukuthi that was a bet.
How?
Yeah, ngidibana naye ngimconfronta sengimtshela ukuthi ndoda uyakhumbula. Sengenza ama-practicals sekangapha sekabuye ngapha e-10. Ndoda uyakhumbula. Wathi no bekufanele bengizayenzani. Everybody was doing it. He never felt even sorry about it. Kuyibonga sinex. Wathi I lost my bet so kufanele ngenzeni.
Yo. So lapho na 16.
16.
So is that the last encounter now ukukhuleni kwakho sesemncane nabantu besilisa engathi abadeserve nalelo gama. You know, ukuthi now mhlambe after lokho later into your teenage years you are like maybe umhlaba is not or abantu besilisa asileli uhambe ngicabanga ukuthi does it change the narrative?
The narrative never changed. In fact, it became worse. You know, sometimes you just look back and say, I wonder what kind of a person was I born. I'm always told that I'm a princess, but I said, but princess are never treated like this. Serious, princess are never treated like. Because one thing that made my mom and my dad to divorce is because ngavela ngiyintombazana was supposed ukuthi baqale bathole umfana because basebukhosini. So yazi lezo zinto zomxabano ke ukuthi.
So very princess.
So I am by birth, yes, ngine birth mark. Yeah. So now, but the life that I've lived, but I believe I'm a queen now. I'm an empress actually. Yeah, that's what my son called me. I'm first born I'm a empress mother.
Yeah.
So then, nangu Tisha, nangu mina, nangu standard 7, which is grade 9 today. Nangu Stefadu la naye. And then I came home with the report, it's December. Then I say, hey, ngipasile ini bayajabula bonke avele uphatha bebazi ukuthi ngizophatha vele phasile. Then I heard my mom and dad arguing erumini. Angithi manje ekwakha noma izindlu enzakhele ngeyitina lezi zomhlabathi ngapha umkhukhu bona bebanomkhukhu ngale. So modlala uyabeva abantu laba bayathethisana. Manje phela sabantwana siyalalela ngisho. Hawu. Yeah, no. Ucedile ngesikole akasabuyela esikolweni. Mama akasabuyela esikolweni kanjani? No seka uyintombazana and then sekayakwazi ukubhala incwadi. Wathi ngibhala incwadi ihamba ibuye angazi. Izohamba ibuye. So uzovela amithe azale akasafanelanga esikolweni. Yo. Baxabana iviki laphela abantu baloku ba-accuse ngento ukuthi mina akusafanelanga ngibuyele esikolweni. Ngenze standard 7 nje kuphela. Seseno 8 no 9 no 10 and I had ambitions. And my mom had ambitions too. Hayi ngibona mosinale. Manje bayabona mayakhuluma le ndawo ukuthi uzozala. Ngithi bese kimi kusho ukuthi naye ufuna ukulala nami. Why angibheke ngelihlo lokuthi ngizozala? Kusho ukuthi naye uyangihalela makaloku angibheka uyangihalela. Then I made a plan to run away from home. I said no. Kusho ukuthi next year fanele ngingahlali kule khaya leli isilongo basisile. Ngizoyigoli kamamkhulu. Ngiyohlala khona ngifunde khona. Ngitshela ugogo hayi mina gogo mina ngisafuna ukufunda lana I never told her about Tisha ukuthi uyenzeni. But nje yazi imfundo yangapha gogo uyabona wena uthi ugogo wami wayithanda ngesikolweni. Wayesho my grandmother had wisdom. Besibaningi about 15 but ugogo wami bekazi ukuthi this one unale strength unale weakness. This one is strength sakhe sile weakness. So mina she would tell me all the time ukuthi mntanami uyavilapha. I want you to go to school. Uzohlupheka. Akekho nomlungu ngathi bona bazokufanele uqhashe umlungu. Akekho nomlungu. Uzokuqhasha bazokuxosha ekseni. Wena ngifuna ufunda ndazana namhlanje ngisafunda. Ufunde nje kuphela yabona ukufunda mntanami kuzokulamulela. So manje ngathi angisho manje gogo ngifuna ngifunde. Nami ngifuna ukufunda yabo akufundeki lana yabo nje wasekhona lo baba. ngizohamba ngiye kamamkhulu next year. Sayenza iplan-ke umamakazi ngathi mina ngiyovakasha for i-Christmas kamamkhulu wami. I stole my report ngayitutuza. Fike etutuza kuhlala kamamkhulu, umamkhulu akanantombazana. Unabantwana abafana, intombazana wayithola sengilapha yokugcina nabafana abayi-3. Hawu, kunobaba omkhulu 78, baba omkhulu wami wayena 78 mangifika. Umamkhulu ana 45. Ya, bekayinyanga enkulu kabi etutuza. Mawufuna indoda ihlukane nomfazi beyakho bebayeza kuye. So naye wayenendoda yakhe ashadile, wayo lento zokufuna umuthi. Baxabana endlini bathi hayi hamba lapha leya baba uyayilungisa imisi. Yena makafika zange bamlungisela bamthatha. Moshela bamthatha. Mina sekushada. Ya, wangena yena. Umkhulu amathi angafuna amalobolo le indala nakimi. Kanti wahamba ehlala naye. Egcineni bahlala bonke. So una 76 you'd expect protection, you'd expect ukuthi vele la usafe. So ngihlale ngifike ngifuna isikolo, ngithola isikolo. How? First month indlule ku-right, second month indlule I was doing standard 8. Third month bengilala ekitchen mina. Abafana bakhe balala ekamereni, ngisho elokishini amakamera ayi-2 ne-dining room ne-kitchen. So mina ngilala ekitchen. Labafana bakhe balala ekamereni, abanye balala emunye ulala e-dining room. Mina ngilala ekitchen phansi. How? Third month ngilele man. After midnight kube ngathi kunento engibambayo ethi vuka. Mangithi ngiyaphaphama. Hey man. And what was funny, bekafana naloya bebamhlophe boyi-2. Naye ungcunu nangu la phezu kwinhloko zami, and then indoda engaka ishwabhene la phezu kwami ungcunu. And then mina athi then I understood the language. Then ngithule. But manje sengivukile ngisho sengimpikile. Sekayasaba. Sengiyasaba nami. Achika biyele ekamereni. Then it happened again. But each time he would come, kuzoba nalento engivusayo. So now sengidevise iplan ke, bengasalali vele. Bese ngilala phansi kwetafula yabo ngihleli. Ngithatha itulo ngizibeke right round itafula kaso. And then sleep there and then wake up in the morning. It's fine.
And still nalapha akekho umuntu okhuluma naye, akekho umuntu obona isimo sakho aware situation yakho.
Nobody's aware, but I believe and still think mamkhulu wami was aware. Because bebalala with-2. Though bokweni arrangement nakhona estrange. Bekayinyanga angithi. So balala embhedeni oyi-2. Umbhede wakhe nalona umbhede wakhe. Omunye ulala ngapha, omunye ulala la. Umbhedeni yabo ama-twin bed. Nalona umbhede wakhe nalona umbhede wakhe. But I know deep down in my heart ukuthi mamkhulu bekazi.
So did that
Ngeke ihambe every njalo indoda iphume. So yeah, it happened for about 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Then ngabona ukuthi hayiphela ngikho safe la. Abafana ngabakhe ngapha bayangigijimisa. And then uye awukwazi ukusho next ke lapha yana. Uzokhuluma kubani? Umamkhulu bonke ukusho next. Because ubaba omkhulu uyebekaza ukukhuluma kucala kumamkhulu ukuthi wena uyamdelela, umthelela itiye libandayo bese umamkhulu yakushaya. So lapha awukwazi ukusho next. Wena ubeka imali, wena imali yakhe wayithatha. Just ukuthi kube nezinto njalo yabona negative. And I wanted school. And now I had nowhere to go. I'm doing standard 8. I can't go back eKwaga. Ustefana musahlala lapha yana. And then now ngihlala lana la angazi muntu. We have no relatives. And then ngihlala la. So I want to go to school. My only thing I wanted to get education. Then bese ngithi mina yazi ngicabanga ukuthi manje sefanele ukuthi manje sengimdalanyana. Nasesikoleni manje abafana nawo sebagijimisa yabona labafunda bo grade 2 abo standard 10 wena mfunda bo 8 yiwe banigijimisayo bane hayi lento le say too much. I've been praying all these years from ngina 13. I got born again when I was 13. ngina 13 ngina manje ngina 17 so lokhu mara kuyenzakala next hayi nami sengifuna ipantsula angafuna ipantsula you know iBhayibheli lithi whatever we say with our own mouth it's what we get because words are very much powerful lokho kusho it's what you get it manifests in the physical and I just said that ngithi yazini manje ngifuna ukujola angifuna ukujola nje nanoma ubani ngifuna ipantsula and ngalithola ipantsula ngathola ipantsula lamampela eliphathi okapi ngathola umfana bamsaba elokushini lonke bazi ukuthi lo owakamamsi umamsi wakarali and angeke uzusondele kuye yeah angabona ukuthi manje ngisafe ngiprotected yonke into right savana 3 months hayi wakwangihlonipha nje hayi kusho ukuthi ulungile yabo ngoba nami uyabona akazange ajampele ukuthi ufuna ukulala nami then one day wangi-invite sobumsisi wakhe saya kabusisi wathi sobumsisi wakhe ingantu namanga akunamuntu kabhuti wakhe and then we slept and then I fell pregnant then I came back after 2, 3, 4 weeks you are pregnant and fortunately azangabaleke ke he accepted the responsibility beza bahlawula kwathengwa leyo mbuzi leyo yahlatshwa bathayi bayavala whatever libayenzayo
ipantsula
ha ipantsula lama ngaza wonke umuntu nakibo lathi yafika wathi mama ke serious lo usho wathi lo this is the one ngiyakutshela mama
so age difference
ngisikhohla beyithi 5 years
okay so nabe sekaqedile nesikolo
bekangazange siqeda bekayipantsula faka imhahimide efika la makafaka ileda faka ileda yeah na faka ibrandwood zange sikhona most than
so nasekhaya
emafemini
at least bakuhlonipha
at least ngaba free ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi uhlawulile and my mom was good wathi kumamkhulu because uhlala nani yabona angeke ngithathe inhlawulo yakhe ithatheni wabanika though mama njalo ngenyanga bekayithumela nayo imali ukuthi ngoba ngikhona ngilapha asebenza amakhishini akhola 60 rand ngenyanga but bekayithumela 20 rand so manje ngithumelanga buwazi ukuthi akayithumelanga bewazokurasela inyanga yonke ukuthi ayizanga mama khaya and bebasebenza kahle mamkhulu wami umuntu wayi right kibo bani baba omkhulu asebenza amasipala bebe right but banalezi zinto zabo so senginomntana epantsula ongipreke at least ngaba free yabo akho umuntu ongisondelayo ngilala ngamnandi kanti shothi musumfana hlala preke every day la preke yeah I enjoyed that one the first one I enjoyed kamnandi futhi I enjoy awavela umntwana 1 month 2 3 months I enjoy 4 months then bang upgrade bang move from a kitchen phela sekunomntwana dining room sengihlala dining room sengilala dining room angisalala kitchen at least angisalala ecansini sengilala esponchini I was an upgrade so umntana makana 3 months how ngilele ebusuku manje ngiyeva ukuthi ngathi khona into engidouble ipaint mangithi ngiyaphaphama ulomfana kamamkhulu wami lo wesi3 hleli phezulu kwami vele sekaliqhumulile phela mina ngimemeze endlini mangimemeza abajump emakamereni nabeza nangu uvusi phezulu kwami then bangasho next balunguze bajike babuyele emakamereni yeah bangasho next lunguze bajike babuyele emakamereni hawu manje sengimangele ngi1 mina sengiyaqo asukume ahambe ekuseni ngo5:30 ezibaba omkhulu athi ngicela ukuthi namhlanje mangibuye emsebenzini ngakutholi la endlini ngitholi endlini kanjani nangibuye kanjani ngithi uthuthe thathele umntana wakho namasaka akho nako konke kwakho uthuthe la kama ufuna ukuthola la mangibuya namhlanje ahamba emsebenzini mamkhulu bekahamba emva kwakhe umsebenzi mamkhulu manje mina ngize ngawe nangi baba omkhulu uthi angangitholi athi wena kanti vele ucabangani angisho ufuna ukuthi uzoloku uhamba utshela abantu amanga ukuthi uvusi bekafuna ukukurape ini umntana bekafuna iya vele namhlanje nje uhle uphume uhambe vele uhambe. And then manje kunamhlanje nginobheyi ona 3 months ngizoya kuphi ugokusekwaga ene ngizoya kuphi nginomntwana ona 3 months ngithatha igap year ngihamba ngayobhala ngepreg ngenhlanhla ene ngaphasi manje bathi hayi singakutholi la. Then I had to weigh my option. Ngithatha umntwana ngiyekwaga ngihlupheka akasekho stepfather wami ekwaga nomama sebahambile mama sakasemakitchen sebabuyele ngale Jameson bashiya umntwana mara mangiya ekwaga kusho ukuthi angeke ngiphinde ngibuyele esikolweni and mangiya ekwaga kusho ukuthi angeke umntwana basamondla or mangiya ekwaga bazothatha lo mntwana amazulu labantu laba yadelela bathi abantwana baba bakhulela emzini ya badelela umntwana bethu abakhulele emzini ya wathi babamkhulu wami anika lobola umntwana nihlawulisiso hey chaza yangichaza-ke lento zesintu hayi nihlawulisiso anikalobola umntwana mara sekayangicosha so ene bebamthandela ukuthi njalo bekalethi imali ngisho so imali yakhe bese kuyibhadala irent bathi hayi siyashota erentini hawu njalo sebahlala bashota erentini akusanandaba-ke hlala lapha akusanandaba so then fanele ngenzeni ngilanda isigebengu sami manje isigebengu sami phela bonganamafoni ngiyekibo maphela bathi thina fanele sihambe inisixoshiwe ene namhlanje kodwa hayi mina ngikuhlawulile phela umuntu wami so asilanda amasaka wakho amaplastic wakho sibuya tshela umama wakhe sihambe sohlala sonke another life.
So he came through for you for leso sikhashana.
Yeah, he came through for me.
So now we are moving ohlala
Kubo.
How's that experience?
Ngiyafika lapha uyafika una 18 unomntwana kunomamazala uklina noma kunini noma uklinile uyaklina uklina yo aklina yes. And one thing I don't remember cooking in that house, yes.
Sure.
Serious, I don't. Liya mama bekangakudla ukudla okuphekwa abantwana ngoba angeke akuvuthwanga. I tried once and okay, vele nasekhaya bangangiphekisi ke nakamamkhulu besingapheka. Ngangipheka ekhaya kugogo bopheka ngenkani. Na ungaphekanga bekanganandaba nakho bekakuyeka mawufika ngo10 akuvuse athi abantwana balali bangadlanga sicela ukuthi usiphekele. Upheke full meal ucede uthi yaphaka athi hamba lala ngisho nosuthi bazodla kusasa ekseni ene badlile uyapheka cala baphakele badla ungadli wena kodwa mawufika wena balambile abadlanga besilinde wena uzopheka so amamkhulu vele azange ngipheke bengapheki vele bengawashi bengiklina non stop kufanele uhlale uklinile nalapha mangipheka avela ngikwazi kahle athi yena akadla ukudla ukupheka abantwana okuhlaza bekaziphekela vele bekasiphekela ke bengigeza izitsha ngiklina mara mawuceda uklina uyaklina mawuceda uthanyela ibali uyalithanyela njalo uvuka ngo4 uyathanyela amabala kusekhoneni yeround ibali lakhona mawuceda uyalithanyela ngo4 entambama makabuya abuye emsebenzini mutswaka udichila ini thatha umthanyela bambukela abantu uyathanyela futhi so that was life so isigebengu sokukiba ngisho sekuyise sambayo ecaleni bokumnandi sekangifundisa ipoti uhamba nami ipotini maphi fanele ube khona ubona ukuthi kenzwani yo mara angiyazi lempilo kuyagwazwana lapha yana makuliwa khishi okaveli kuyagwazwana hayi mina ngikhona lempilo ngizohlala endlini nomntwana it was like that.
So now esikoleni uthatha igap year.
Ngithatha igap year.
Okay. So are you able now ukuthi uqhubeke nemfundo zakho njengoba sowulapha?
Ngiseselapha unyaka akwakapheli uyaphela unyaka mawuzophela unyaka bese ngiyacela ke ukuthi mina ngicela ubuyele esikolweni ngiyoyenza standard 9 bese kusele 9 no 10 phela ngoba ngiyengabhala ngithi lapha yana ngiyenza standard 9 ale lo mfo hayi bhalela incwadi ukhona la endlini ngibhala incwadi ngimbhalela incwadi sinodadwabo simbhalela incwadi ucela ukuthi ngibuyele esikolweni hey sicele nakumama khona athi mama khona ke hayi angeke ahlale nomntwana esikole nomfazi ngcono siphume sihambe siyohlala sisodwa sesihlale sifune iroom sihambe ke sifune iroom nomntwana and then ayagcine ke usisi wakhe omdala bekawuthisha eRandfontein athi ngicela kumvumela esikoleni avumeke ukuthi hayi hambe esikoleni kusese-right angithi umntana sese-right angakaphasa ngisho angakabuyi nereport iphasile esikoleni ya kusese-right sazoya esikoleni ngisazofeyila mhlambe that was what it was in his mind noma ngesikoleni uzofeyila uzobuya abanabantwana baphasa esikoleni. I went back to school, I did my standard 9 sesihlala together now. How? First term buya ne-report hey ngiphasile ini hlwa ngempama. Wona I expect you to be happy ukuthi ngiphasile. Yeah. Angisho wena uyafeba. Ulala nabotishara ukuthi uthola ama-marks amahle. And then mina nabotishara. Yeah vele. Akekho umfazi ophasayo nomntwana onomuzi onendoda uhlula izinto zobufazi la endlini bese uyahamba esikoleni nokunye uyisifebe wena esikolweni. Hayi sengisifebe manje senginegama elisha. Angisasumamsi angisasumamusa akusali mama Tsekhari. Mama Tsekhari it's the mother of light. So wherever you are there should be light. So akusana light la sengikhona senginegama elisha mase sengisifebe. Sihambe siye town on one Saturday. Masibuya etown mina ekhaya bangifundisa ukuthi ngiyacela and thank you. So masihlike eTaxini mina ngithi ngiyabonga kumshayeli ngiyahleka. Hayi ngiyabonga mshayeli yo. Wangihudula estradini wangishaya and ikhumbula ipansula ngisho ngacela ipansula ene bayamsabe lokushini bayamazi. Akho umuntu ozokulamulela. Babukela ikudini nje bakhala nawe.
For nje ukubonga nje.
Mina yindaba uthi ungidelelisa ngalesilima. Bhatala imali yami mina ukuthi sigibele le taxi. Wena uzothi dankini. Asigibelanga mahala la. Bengazi mina phela sikisi. Ya wangihudula estradini nganginjani la kwigravel. Wazi wathi nasaka satisfied wangiyeka ke. Sekumake ngamlandela. Then that becomes my life. Sometimes I would sleep in my next door in my dustbin. On a Friday. Yeah. So ngambe ngilala idustbin yase next door bangazi. Bese kuyindawo yami vele ukuzifihla. Bese ngiyavuka ekuseni ngo4 ngiyaphuma nekeys and then go to school the next day.
And then mawubuya azi ukubonga.
There's nothing. Angisho uphuma ubalekele. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah. So
then that became my life. Ngaqeda to standard 9. Esikoleni bengiya ngo6. Kuthi ngifike ngenze wonke umsebenzi ngifunde in advance. And then after school ngiphume ngo4. Mabasicela usinika ama homework, I would do my homework at school and then come back at home because angathenga amakhandlela. Angikwazi ukulayita ngifunde ngistudishe ngoba ngithenganga amakhandlela. Uyothenga amakhandlela mafanele icime ikhandlela siyalala.
Sure.
Umntana usecrash ke. So that just became my lifestyle. I got used to it for standard 9 and standard 10. That was for 2 years. Then I passed. I worked very hard with pass. I passed. I was the tax scholar. I got 3 bursaries. Then I went to the university. That was my escape.
In those conditions?
In those conditions.
Sure.
In those conditions, esikoleni naye bengiphasa esikoleni.
Khona khaya ukuthi ubuye ekhaya 2 hours uniform yakhe.
Yeah. Chihuahua shizisha akhali.
When you
I couldn't study endlini. Had to make means.
Sure.
Mina bengifunda in advance, chapters bengifunda in advance. Uthisha makafika ayifundisa sengine idea sengikwazi ukubuza ama questions to get more understanding and grasping of the chapter. After school I would teach other learners abanga understandanga.
Phela into uyifunda ubuningi bese sifunda ama system basic ukuthi actually awulindi
teacher
ufunda in advance mase nifika kuye ukwazi ukuthi ubuze nobuze. Wena wayibamba nje.
Mina ngayenza ngisese high school. That's why I never had a problem ngifike evarsity.
Okay, so now sibuyele uyaqeda ke grade 12. Bayithatha kanjani indaba zokuthi now you can actually continue further now beyond just high school?
No, to them I cannot continue beyond the high school because my mom earns 60 rand per month. So she cannot afford imali yase university. My aunt earns money, aunt wami seka umngani waka mother-in-law sort of. So bayahlala bayakhuluma ukuthi noma ngamphasa umatric akusana lazo yakhona mkhosi. Sekaphelele la umama wakhe isichaka. Umamkhulu wami usebenza kahle, umsebenzini wakhe banamabhazari. Thina abantwana bethu yibo abazofunda ngoba amabhazari akhona emsebenzini. And you know, fate the way ingakhona, not even a single child of hers went to school. Even izolo umkuswe imgadokotela mamkhulu wami yakhona. I'm the one who's taking care of her. Not even a single one. Babena everything. Bengihlala khona every December I would pass ngithole position 1. Abantwana babo baphase. They would buy them ikhekhe nenkukhu emhlophe. Believe ufana babahlabela inkukhu. Thenga ikhekhe nenkukhu emhlophe ne-uniform entsha ngoJanuary esikoleni. Mina when it's available, it's obvious. Vele uzophasa and then uzohla ngisho wonke umuntu now. So now everybody is happy. Ucedile uzobuya hlala uzoba makoti uzoba useless uzofana na wonke umuntu. And then ngiyaphasa mina. Then mangiphasa ngiphase kahle and then all the bursaries that I have applied for zingiregretile. And ngiphase kahle ngithole exemption. Ngi-admithiwe vets, ngi-admithiwe University of Fort Hare. But all the bursaries that I've applied for zingiregretile. Having been an A student ever since, all bursaries rejected me. But I said, I'm not going to college, I'm going to the university. I started knocking at the doors of all these institutions as offerisha amabhazari futhi. I knocked. Waphela uJanuary, ama first year students sewahambile for orientation. Vele wonke umuntu naselokishini. Ilokishi lethu belilincane, ama high school there were only 2. So bekaziwa vele ukuthi kule house baphasile abobani fanele bahambe. So elokishini besazi ukuthi kwaphela uJanuary uhleli ukuthi awuyindawo ngoba awunamali ukuyevasithi uzohlala nathi la. Waphela uJanuary. And then first week of February ngiloku ngimthandaza uNkulunkulu ukuthi I cannot end here. Fate nje just yangehlela ngadibana nomunye usisi umama usisi omkhozi wami wakudala wathi kimi usesela Mosi wonke umuntu uyazi ukuthi wena you got an exemption bebasabiza ngama exemption at the time. Ngithi mina ngithole exemption but angina bazari. Athi admithiwe ngithi ngama admission letters awu2 events nase40. Athi kimi uhamba uye Heidelberg ufune isonto lase Methodist kunama bazari wase SCA lo SA South African Council of Churches bursaries. Ngithi ngi-applyele but ngi-applyele eJohannesburg and then bangiregretile. Athi ikhona ibranch eHeidelberg bofanele uapplyele eHeidelberg because le vele benzela abantu baseSoweto. Ngivuke ekseni ngithi ngiboleka imali ke yokuya lapha kunanemali. Angiboleke ngihambe ngiye lapho. Mangifika lapho ngithole this white guy uReverend Ross. So I knew Africans so well. Mangibalungini vele bengikhuluma Afrikaans. Ngimthole ngifike ngimtshele ngithi bathi awukwazi ukumbona why ngithi hayi indaba ibhazari. Bathi have you been awarded a bursary? Ngithi mina ngine letter. Angithi yes or no. Ngithi ngine letter. Bathi ngena ngale ngene kuye athi kimi ubani mina ngumamsi o Martha ngisho belungu fanele bajabulise. Ekes Martha and then bathi problem engimtshele ngeAfrikaans ukuthi iproblem yami ngize la for ibhazari. Athi no la kuza athi have you been awarded ngithi sesithiwa ngithi no. I got a regret petty letter I regret. Ngithi I got a regret nayi. Athi manje ufuna yazi uNkulunkulu gave me such wisdom. Ngithi mina ngifuna ibhazari. Athi if letter ithi you've been regretted it means you have not been awarded. Ngithi I know that mlungu isilungu yasazi. Kodwa mlungu what else and something else that I know ukuthi there are kids that have been awarded amabhazari abaphasanga. There are kids that have been awarded amabhazaris abawathathanga abaphasile bathathe amanye. So mina ngizocela leyo mali leyo. Athi Martha ngithi there should be a surplus somewhere lying somewhere. Just ukungena kuphela university and then ngizofunda very hard ukuthi ngiqhubeke. Ngifuna nje ukungena. Ngithi university has already started. Ngifuna ukungena nje kuphela. Once ngangena and then I'll be fine. I'll sort myself out. Yo azange akholwe lamlungu loyana wasukuma wayenza ama calls fonela eJobe kwafonela kuphi wathi checkani ini bathi hayi ikhona funding in wathi kimi the only funding that we have we can only put you through varsity for 6 months. sizokunikeza just ukuthi ube khona for 6 months sikunike neincwadi bakuthengele neincwadi ne-meals ke ecampusini ngithi hawu more than happy. You know, when they typed a letter i-secretary yakhe wabhala awarded with full bursary for the duration of the degree. Yeah, what a full scholarship, duration of the degree, books included, meals included, academic regalia included.
Sure.
Then yeza incwadi ngimsiceda ukuvumelana ukuthi mina 6 months kuphela ngizozibonela phambili. Yeza incwadi, wathatha incwadi wayisayina, iletter ngiyisubmit e-Forte, wathi kimi uzoya e-Forte because imali incane eVets kuyadura so. Ngathi angifuni vele kuyeVets ngifuna kuyedeni nasekhaya. Mina mangifunda incwadi ngaphuma ngahlala ngaphandle egate ngifunda incwadi. Full scholarship. Hey, mlungu uyazazi uzifakephi. Sengihleleleni ngaphandle manje. Anginamali yokuthi kusasa ngithe ngihamba kusasa. Anginamali yokuthi kusasa ngihambe ngiye-Forte ngiyofunda. Nginencwadi anginamali. And initially I had applied for first choice sami ngifuna ukwenza i-BProc degree bengifuna ukuba yi-lawyer. Bese second choice was education. Sebaze bavalile. Angithi bafikile ama student sebaphelela amanama sekuyafunda esikoleni. So ngijike ngihlala egate ngihlala but mangihamba ngiyelokushini ngizohamba ngani akekho umuntu ozonginika imali endlini angeke banginike vele imali mara isuitcase yami ngayipakisha ngoDisemba ngayibeka kumamami lemakhishini umlungu amamama wathi uyahlanya umntana wakho bekasebenza e-airport akeze la ngiyomfaka lapha e-airport asebenze ngathi mama wayikhala inyembezi athi awufuna umsebenzi umlungu uyokufaka ngathi angufuni umsebenzi ngifuna i-degree ngipakishile ihlelile kumama isuitcase ngabuyela kumlungu ngathi hayi mlungu yima kancane but no ngathi phela ngithi manje wena eVets kuseduzane uthe wena ngiye-Forte ku-cheap mara e-Forte kusekudeni I don't have money for transport and tomorrow I'm going my suitcases are packed. Yo wahlangana umuntu wathi manje ufuna ngathi ngifuna manje unike imali lethu anginayincwadi nginebhazari mina manje ngifuna imali ye-transport yokuya la wahlala wafona wathi kulo PA yakhe ngicela nifonele ama-planes angibembe bazi ukuthi kambe ama-aeroplane fonela iplane ni-check ukuthi imalini iplane ukusuka la and then ukusuka lana uzohamba imoto lezalaphiyana kuma-consultant lapho amaluku angisho amatawuni bokunalaba ababhukhisa ama-plane kunemoto ezikuthatha ezokubeka e-airport ubuze ukuthi malini imoto malini iplane nokusuka lapha e-airport ukuya esikoleni kuzoba imalini bafona they got a quotation then they did the code and then they gave him a quotation wathi bayivula isafe bahamba bayivula isafe banginika leyo mali leyo uhambe uyobhuka iplane uhambe ini ngajabula ngaphuma nangiphuma ngaya ekhaya ngaya estoro ngafika ngathengela ugogo wami iroko ngathenga ukudla ngabathengela grocery ekhaya ngabamba istimela imbombela ngahamba ngafika ngakusasa. That's how it was school.
So manje ubatshela kanjani Khabo Pantsula nePantsula ukuthi manje uyahamba
imithwalo ile kumama so yena ngivele ngafika endlini ngathi kuye mina ngicabanga ukuya esikoleni nje ngiyazi esikoleni angisho ngeke uzoya ngani esikoleni ngathi hayi mara ngicabanga ukuhamba kusasa ngisayofuna indawo mhlambe ngizayithola nelokhu nje ngizayithola nemali yokufunda so akanginika imali ngisho eniyazi nomama nganginika imali ngisho mama ngana sacabanga ngisho so mina ngihamba ngigibela isitimela ngihamba
so wasurvive kanjalo
ngasurvive kanjalo wasala yena ngapha afona kule phone leyo fona ulinde ngathi hayi sengisesikolweni ngibe nenhlanhla ngithola umlungu lo mlungu loyo ulapho uzaya kumlungu mangibuya sizaya kumlungu uyombona umlungu ongifundisayo uyangifundisa lo mlungu ngasurvive kanjalo but we continued the relationship first year ngabuya ne-report ngisabuyela ngabuya ne-report ngiphasile angithi ngiseyivarsity manje ngisacabanga phela university nangafika siyi-200 and something 300 ku-lecture hall siyi-300 so awusacabanga ukuthi bazathi uyajola ngoba esikolweni bekuyiklasi ni-45 ni-15 yabona mina ngibuya ne-report ayafika futhi bebawaposa nihamba kuqala kube mnandi bese bayiposa-ke bese uye laphayana hawu ngiphasile yeyi bangidrapha sana Bangiklapha. Usaqhubeka nobufebe. Mina kanjani? Solala nama lecture manje. Why? Ungaphasa kanje? Then that was life I had to live for 2 years. Then I said no. Because mangize ekhaya, mase kufanele ngibuyele njalo ngizoshaywa. Njalo bebazi esikoleni abakhozi bami ukuthi nangibuya kufanele bangithobe ama-jaws are broken, ama-ribs are broken, nama-blue eye ngizohlala ivinyana nginga-attend bangilethele umsebenzi erumini. So then I decided to call it a quit.
Umntwana ukuphi ngaleso sikhathi?
Umntwana usekhaya, ugogo. Ugogo sebabuyile kwakhe sebaseduduza. Naye sekathenge indlu yeBond eThema, sebahlala endlini yeBond. Sekadelela kakhulu. Sekanecherry. Le cherry beyifunda ecollege eThema bekune college. La kwi-Springs FETVET khona, College of Education kudala. So ibiyete emadadeni intombazane ifunda lapha. So mina ngama-holidays wami mangiza ngapha yona eNewcastle. Kubuya mina mangiyale, mina ngiyashaywa, yena uyabuya uzohlala. So I discovered that, so ngamlahla. Wangitshela wathi ngiyamkolota ngize ngimlahla. If he can't have me, no any other man will have me. Uzongithola uzoziphindisela. Well bengicabanga ukuthi uzayenzela into ehlala yenza ngishaya nje. Bese ngijwayele.
So awuzange wasabiseka wahamba ke waqhubeka nemfundo zakho.
Ngachubeka sekumnandi manje ami free bird. Ngazenzela 3rd year ngiphatha kahle musi. Nasesikolweni ngabo June bengithi nje mange elokhu nje neholweni ngilanda ukudla ngithole ngine coupon bayakubiza mawuthola i-coupon uyazi ukuthi ama marks wakho for the term uphasile, and then imali beziziningi lesikhathi, then you got extra money, and then at the end of the year ngabo September you claim zonke imali unazo zamabhazari besivunyelwe sibe na 2 na 3 na 4. Then September would claim all that, bring it home, bengisupporta ngayikhaya, then uze nayo ekhaya, and then sekuyakho leyo mali leyo. So ngaziphilela kahle kamnandi. Waphela unyaka weze ekhaya wathi ufuna ukungishaya athi uzongidubula isibhamu sajema, angisho yaza kunandoda ekhaphela kunogogo. So sengimtshelile manje sekhaya ngibatshela ekhaya, sengimtshela ugogo beyangenza kanjena gogo wami ke bekangakubulala ngabantwana bakhe. Wangena endlini, makangena ugogo wathi wazala mfana ngicela usondelela masinyane, mina manje ngimangele gogo isalapho. Wasondela makasondela ugogo amathula iduku wathi ngicela ungicheke ubuso bami ubheke ikhanda lami ufuna ngikuhlubulele nomzimba. Hayi gogo wayi zange ngabe wayindoda isandla. Ukushuka amasende. Just like that. Gogo ambeyangadlani. Just like that. So manje gogo yeah, angizokushuka amasende mfana. Hlwana nomntana. Wakhasa. Waba ngcono thola ugogo, umama bekazomshaya. Umama indoda bekangafuni ukubona indoda eshaya umfazi noma ngisho estradini bekayishaya. Waba bitter kakhulu after hlukane no stepfather wami. Yeah. Indoda bongamthinta umfazi. Bongeke ufike ukuthi mama boyfriend ami yangishaya. Bayazi ama boyfriend abo sisi baba. Bekayilanda kubo. Angabuza ishaye phambi kwamamayo.
So manje ukuthola kuphi njengoba uthi ukuthreatenile?
Ungithola ekhaya, usekhaya. Angishayaza kunandoda ekhaya. Ubhuti sekashonile lo mfana sekhaya uye bekamsaba. Bekayipantsula naye. Uye wake wamvikisa. So sekashonile bambulala ispread lokangindaba zambe unkatha. So uyaza khondoda. So uzodelela uyafika. Mina mase ngiyasaba ngisho ukuthi ugogo ngithi ngiyaphuma mina kuphela. Ngiyamkhapha ukuthi phela uyazi indoda phelile ayikho into esazovuka kanti uphethe isibhamu. Khepha isibhamu sibeka la ekhaya asikhokha asanqapha. Futhi namanje uJehova mina ngisamthanda.
So bekathi uyakubulala kahle.
Yeah. Washo wathi if you can't have me no one can. So uyangilanda uzongilanda mina ngifuna ngisho. Athi ngifaka inhlava nqapha.
Wasurvive kanjani?
Wasurvive kanjani. Asibuka kaningi nje lokho esibuka.
Akeka nje kanjalo you had to baleka.
Wathuka naye ukuthi wayisibhamu singasebenza lokho asibukile ke. Ngangena endlini mina.
Wagcina lapho kumbona.
Azangigcina lapho kumbona.
Awu.
Sahlala ngagcina kancane. Kwashonwa esikolweni sengenza 3rd year manje vele.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing my 3rd year. sengiqeda vele bese sokunyaka uyophela kwashona umntwana osesikoleni bekafunda eSoweto sayemngcwabeni. So mase emngcwabeni ngifonela umama ngithi sizoze eGoli so ngicela ukukubona ngikhumbulile. Athi hayi ngizosuka emsebenzini ngizoya kamamkhulu wakho eDuduzi uzongithola khona just ukuthi sibonane for 1 hour and then bese uyahamba. So bekungana cellphone angithi savumelana nesikole ukuthi laba bahlala ngapha eGoli ngaya emakhaya bese 6 o'clock nibe sePark Station. Ibhasi lesikole uzolithola ePark Station bese sihamba. Ongekho ngo6 vele ibhasi liyahamba so uzozilandelela. So ngithatha itaxi ngihambe vele. Mangihlika ngetaxi ngifanele ngijumpe nje istrati lapha eNdudula. Ngifanele ngijumpele ngale vele bengisquare. Nayi itaxi yama phambi kwami cwi. Cwi yami umnyango uyavuleka fro. Uyahlika wangibamba ngifaka itaxi. And then driver wena uthuka lo driver. Driver wena. Drive itaxi. Nathi itaxi. And then when uthule avele fanele uthule vele bengimazi vele fanele uthule la sizokugwaza vele. Thule sihambise kwakhe. And then he raped me the whole night.
Sure.
Terribly. Yeah. Ajabulile futhi wathi mnyango rape me. Ngikuseni wangithatha wangibeka ePark Station. He made sure ukuthi ngigibele i-train Eastern Cape. Went to school ngilimele njalo ngahlala a week nga-attend.
So ngizamcabanga ukuthi how do you deal with that? Abantu abaningi bayangathi mhlambe khona ongenzwanga ekhaya cursed, like how do you process lento ezenzeka kuwe ngaleso sikhathi at that young age?
You sit down and sometimes think ukuthi maybe angazi or I actually don't know what went into my mind. But one thing I know ukuthi I never cursed God. I would always appreciate life ukuthi he could have killed me. Because he had his okap and bekungathi isilwane that night bekungathi akusumuntu engimaziyo or engingamazi. He was so violent. So I would say I was just praying for my life ukuthi angiphume la ngiphila. So I was just grateful ukuthi ngisaphila khumbule ukuthi nginomntwana. So nginomntwana nginogogo ohluphekayo efanele ngiyomfundela ngibuye ngizobasebenzela. So God just let me go, let me live. So I was just grateful ukuthi I'm alive.
And at that stage ayikho umuntu okhuluma naye
No.
akuvula icala.
You wouldn't do that ngesikhathi sethu. Uyovula icala amaphoyisa uthi urape bazokurape amaphoyisa nawo. Bakuthatha bakufanga bathi sikhombise ukuthi wenzeni. They're very cruel. Bengekho into ekuthiwa i-rape. It's worse if umuntu owaziyo ukuthi it would have been worse. Bengeke bazokurape namaphoyisa. You don't tell anyone, you just die with it inside. I went back to school, I stayed, I went, and then after 2 weeks, I felt terribly sick. Terribly sick. I went to the doctor, and then went my urine test, and then he came back. Congratulations for what? You pregnant?
Sure.
Wait, dog. Me pregnant? I just told you that I was raped, and then mouthing limele, and then now you're telling me that I'm pregnant. I said, yeah, you're pregnant. That was it. I was pregnant.
And did you keep the mntwana?
Yes, I did. I was given a choice. We help you abort the child because you were raped, or you keep the child, you give the child in for adoption, or you keep the child for yourself. So mina ngibelieve ukuthi umntwana aseseyihlwile uNkulunkulu umbonile. Already une-purpose efanele ayiphilile. I opted to keep the child. Very painful, but I opted to keep the child.
Sure.
Then I went through the worst pain of rejection, pain after that. But I also had to change a degree because I had registered for a BPED degree, which was a 4-year degree. Remember, I was on scholarship. I was doing my 3rd year. If his scholarship, they discover that I'm pregnant, they would terminate his scholarship sum. So I wouldn't complete my degree. So then sitting down, I was kunabantu abazenzela plain bachelor's degree. Let me check requirements ukuthi ngoba lo unyaka wokugcina i-pregnancy ayikakabonakali. Ngibona ukuthi what is it that I can do. Fortunately, when I went to the student center, I found ukuthi I qualified to convert a degree to be an ordinary bachelor's degree. Akufani no next. Ngasitshela ukuthi akufani no next. I'll graduate, work, try to add on ke bese ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngiyaqhubeka ngempilo. Then I also had to do that, to sacrifice that. I converted my degree to a bachelor's degree. Yeah, ngakwazi ukuthi ngilokhu nje. Then come ngilokhu isikhathi sokuthi ngithola umntwana nokuthi ngibuyele esikoleni before babhadala. After ngithola umntwana, I went back to them ngiyofuna imali leya bebangipromise yona yama academic regardless. They didn't see anything. They paid for my fees in advance. I went back to school.
How?
Pregnant, I went back to school. Then I registered for higher diploma in education. Would let me just know ukuthi ngenze honors izongithatha isikhathi safanele ngiyofuna umsebenzi. So this one ngizophuma ngiyosebenza esikoleni. So I did a higher diploma in education.
Sure.
Ngahamba ke.
Okay. As ngifuna manje sisuke la ngoba le space isimnyama lesepantsula. Ngifuna something manje. Yabona ngendlela ogqoke ngayo, ngifuna something manje light. So now and ngiyazi abantu abaningi abafuna more details akhona encwadini.
Asencwadini okunye nokuthi umntwana wami Mr kanjani ngeOkapu usencwadini.
Lokho bazothola masencwadini. Because isaqhubeka yinde.
Ay inde kakhulu.
Okay, now ngifuna sithi manje ukuthi Mamsi manje uthisha manje uhlangana bathi
Nobambo, yes.
So now
yes.
husband. As I'm hoping njengoba sikhuluma ukuthi at least
Pause nyana, ne?
Yeah.
Let's cut. Let me change a battery and put this on a power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vele
Can we take
wakhatha
5 minutes?
Wakhatha right. So lisaphila phansi.
Yeah, laphi.
Unjani? Abantu okuningi abafuna kuma details abazothola encwadini. Ngoba na incwadi mawufuna ama copies later on sonipha abantu ama details. So now ufuna simuveke to your Prince Charles.
Matandana wami Sophie.
Yeah. So ngicela ungitshele ukuthi nihlangana kuphi kanjani, chama kanjani lo bhuti, you know.
Hey, lo bhuti lo bekayichama. Young graduate, fresh from school, single parent, ngabantwana abayi-2, nguthisha ngapha ngijabulile, phila impilo emnandi, 7 months hawu ngingedwa ngikhulu. Umntwana sakana 7 months lo ugcina angiphila kamnandi. I think 91, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 years into my teaching career. Kuze these guys from another high school. But I man siva bathi uyababa ngapha ngasesingisini. Hey, uyababa ngapha esingisini. So we're planning to have a program for youth yala elokishini for matric outreach program ngama Saturdays. Manje we've been to all these school bonke abantu bakhomba ngapha ngathi uyasazi isingisi yabona. Athi angazi mhlambe batsho njalo abantu mina ngazi ngithi angithi uGeorge akusiwasekhaya ngamfunda njengoba ngimthanda. So bese bathi come let's start program. Then we started that program, matric empowerment program. We're working on Saturdays and during holidays. So we work the first term, second term, June holidays we worked. So June holidays masisebenza, here's this guy. Majored in English and geography, very smart. Smart, yazi, you can argue, you can debate, yabona. Nearly the same level. You don't get bored in his presence. Okay? Yavala June winter school yethu. So uzobuyela esikoleni. So on the day of closing, we had a party. And then athi me, I want you to come visit me at home. Angivizitela amadoda mina. Athi no ukuthi thina sesiphuzile so ngicela uthathe le music system yami uhambe nayo kini. And then uyilethe ekhaya Monday. Mina I didn't even know ukuthi where we are a resource center kubo bulapha. Cabanga mina fanele ngithathe lento lapha kibo. Ngiyele ekhaya eBlue Gum nayo. Ngiphinde ngibuyise la. Cileni. Mina ayingithathi ke sozongitshela ke ukuthi ngiyathanga ngizokutshela ukuthi ekhaya kukuphi. I took it, I left with a friend. So a friend of mine, okay, uyazi ma untombazana uyiwani labanye besabanabantu vele kunabantu baninginyana sebalobathi yabona bashela nyana bonke yabo. Abangichazi. But this one yabona ibody yabo indlela mengayo ngathi uyahlonipha. Ngihambe so endleleni this friend of mine athi but abone mkhozi ukuthi lo muntu solo kusafika la ukuthi lo muntu uyakuthanda mina nokuthandwa into ezithu ezikude nami. Ubaba wontwana wangitshela lo masihlwana besakangidelela ngisho. Wangitshela ukuthi akho ndoda ezokushada nabantwana bayithu so isalukwazi wena. Oh vele sengiyisalukwazi akunandaba. Then come this one ngibuyisela mangimukisa i-radio on Monday ngibuyisele kibo. Thola bosisi bakhe bayithu yo abanye abantu nje abamuncu nje ayanginankinga vele ngingene. Hayi mina ngize kubani. Ufunani ngithi akho into engifuna ngilethi umqongo wakhe na. Hayi uyageza aphume ngale. Same day bese umuntu uyangishela. Mina ndoda awungazi athi kudala ngikwazi. Inkohlakalo zabantu futhi la sikhona. Ngazi ufunda standard 8. Then ngazitshela ukuthi ngizokushela mase nginemali yokulobola. Mina bengenza standard 10 at the time. How? Same school. Sure. Hayi mina bengingakwazi. Bengibazi bonke abafana baka standard 10 because thina masifunda standard 8 ama 10 lesasikhathi ngisho bokuyobo bhuti bethu nabosisi bethu. And bebadelela bebasishela ngenkani. Beze nje ame lapha eminyango umuntu nakakufuna babuthisha bebabathanda angazi bebenze bebana that privilege yokuthi they would choose any girl esikoleni. Yeah. Sure. Then they would come noma uthisha rakhona ukuthi ngifuna lo. So manje mina vele bebangazi ukuthi mina vele ngisideleli mina vele. Bonke bafika bathi funa ukuthi hayi futhi sayikwena. Sure. Hayi mina bengithi hayi futhi lesikhathi ngithile isikhathi vele senginale izinto lezi vele ngingafuni next. So yeah bonke umunye wangilanda esontweni. Hamba isonto bangifuna ukuthi ngisonta kuphi. Wangilandisa isonto masiphume esontweni masithi namba mina. Yo. Ene usindisiwe ngalesi sikhathi bonke ngifana ngibona iceleni komfana. And then yeah. Ngathi angijwayela ngapha. Wathi asuka bengithi ngiyakuzama ubheka isikobe sinjani. Ngathi hayi sana. 5 months I've been counting. So for yonke le 5 months uzama isikobo. How strong. Umunye wezekhaya. Ngisaphaka. Go eminyango. Ebafana lesike bebadelela bekushela ngenkani. Go eminyango. Masivula umnyango. Ngiyaphanga ngiphethe ipani kaso. Ngithela igrave kumamkhulu wami cha. Sanibonana lawo ipani. Sure. Yeah. Mambuza and then babona ufuna ngifuna ka Sis Blake. Sis Blake is front opposite. But hayi cha kusikhona but babona hayi asikhona mfana. Wena ngathi hayi ukuthi ufunde esikoleni bengimanga ukuthi manje uzofuna nini esikoleni unokungidelela. Nokudelela ngathi unokungigwajisa esikoleni. Bazithulela adlula. Yeah. So athi bekafunda esikoleni and ngiyakwazi so ucwaso ubenza lokhu naloku buphasa ngama awards bengikhona mawubayida kuskola and noba pregnant bengikhona ngokubhekile ngithi ngiyamazi izomdampa lo mfana makamdampa and then mina ngizomthatha nasikhathi ba prego kwesi2 bengikhona sengifunde ezululeni ngazitshe ukuthi yabona you see such things and then mina because you had girlfriends bengazi ukuthi akusabafazi bami wena womfazi wami. And then you'll tend like to believe umuntu ukuthi ayigamampela ubambo lo serious. Sure. Umuntu kubekeza ubambo lolu bekalinda azabe nemali ukungishada ngithathe sekangishada. Nabantwana bayithu uyakwazi wena nothing. No one. Nale KZN. Azange wasala eZululand next. Mara ngifuna nabantwana awuthi ayinanga umuntu. Nkosiyamba ingakabanga ngisho kanjalo. Then we dated for only 3 months. After 3 months he proposed. Sure. But Mary proposed. Something new zangenzakala. Then I felt like a queen. I felt like a human being. I felt like a woman again. One thing that a woman wants, even manjung ayifuni that, but you want to be appreciated. You want to be told, uyafuna ukuthi uqanjelwa manga. But hey son, yabo. Uthi bezinja lezi, but phakathi uthi ukuthi ngisaphila ngisazoyimfa. Yabona. After 3 months and then he proposed. Then after proposing, wathi vele ngizokushada. Nana said yes. And then
Sure.
a month after that, cishe wangibulala. 2 months after that. Shangiphula izimba.
From ukutotosa akwenza feel appreciated.
Angafiki nakupho.
I proposed.
Yeah.
2 months later.
2 months later, ngu-MC esontweni kunomshado. So ku-reception afone. Buya. Mina hayibo. Uyazi ngisemsebenzini. Sorry.
Sure.
Phela ndoda ngithole enkonzweni and bowazi ukuthi kuzoba nanomshado, bowazi ukuthi ngu-MC walomshado. No, buya yekela, buya. So ngisafuna umuntu okungireplace, ngiyabona ukuthi serious. Oh sorry. Sekuphele i2 hours phela lokathi ngizongena lapho.
Yeah.
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi angimaza nje.
Yeah.
And maka ngangena umshado wabantu. Ngithatha i-mic nginikeze lo MC wesithu then I sneaked out. Kanti vele sakakwatile. Uze nomkhozi wakhe. Sambe basihlise kibo. Hayi wangitrap umuntu eva.
Sure.
Shaya boyle. Police mbambo. Wangishaya.
Abosisi bakhe bakuphi?
Babengajabulanga lokhu kwala. Hey. Yo babengajabulanga ngokwala. Bathe uzohamba uzoxoxana naye. Azange bangifuna vele from first day. Azange bangifuna.
Sure.
Wangishaya. Impahla zami lezi bezilapho wazichisa.
Wayishisa kuqhuma qedwe usika.
Wazichisa.
Yo.
So ngahlala ngaka doctor. Ngoba Sunday, Monday ngaka doctor. Angifika doctor ngitshela ukuthi ngibhilida nje. Doctor ngitshela ukuthi ngiyamiscarry. I had broken ribs, broken jaws. Then I miscarried. I was not aware ukuthi bese ngipregnant. Then I miscarried.
So, did you tell him ukuthi lento azenzile zilide ukuthi uzuluze?
Angisho. I miscarried. Wathi phuza utshalo oburongo, bla 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 bla. Bamphuzisa utshalo oburongo yena akayiphuzi, brand or whiskey angazi umehluko utshwaleni. So because bakhe bamphuzise lobo tshwala, that's why abe violent. Hey ngamphikela vele mangambona ngena la. Ngasho uthi imkhohlakela.
Yeah.
So lost that baby. I took a leave emsebenzini ngisahlala hayi phela ungcono ulungile futhi uyakunesa uyenzani. The following year walobola. Kwaku December vele ngabo January February. Ayovela ekhaya. So uyachubeka uyabona nje ngathi and my grandmother said one thing uthi makushaya ngempama wanahamba. Azange ngishayane ngempama wangishaya. Ngoba umuntu aqala ukushaya akushaye. Yo. So then December the following and then we stayed together. Ngcunyana. Then December we bought a house in town. Sangena ku September October sangena khona sahlala. Aba right. Hey kwaba ngathi umuntu olungile. Hey sakaphatha kahle in just ukuthi aku withdraw. Abusers are very very cruel. So that uzo withdraw from family, withdraw from friends. Abadingi mosikumnandi ekhaya. Hlala nithi umngane wakho. Bemsebenzini nibuya nonke. Sebenzisa imoto eyi-1 uwe futhi uthenga nemoto. Niyabuya nahlala. Kumnandi then sihlala nalo oyi-1 umfana lo we-rape bekahlala ekhaya because bengisasenalento leyahlala nogogo begogo angafuni ngayo. Kumnandi siyahlala then I think ngoba kumnandi for about a year. Then not even a year. kwakulo nyaka lo singene ngayo. And then December wakhona sashada umshado 29 or 20 ngakhe.
Yeah.
Zaka December lo nyaka loyo we got married. Bese pregnant ke bese ngazi ukuthi I'm pregnant. I think I was about 5-6 weeks pregnant. Sashada. Same friend leya yaba khona yaba yi-best man yakhe. And then nomfazi wakhe khona nabantwana bahamba early. So uthe makafika le friend yakhe le wathi ngimchatshele ifone. Anginike ifone masiphuma esontweni bese kudala sesiphuma esontweni wafika yena vele sesibuyile esontweni. Wathi ngimchatshele ifone yakhe ngayithatha ngayichacha ekamereni elincane. So sihleli umshada ngisho. Kumnandi, it's after party. Bayahamba abantu bahamba bayasala. Bese masakahamba intambama athi ngicela ifone. Athi angiyezi ifone yakhe, athi hayi nginikeza unkosikazi wakho ngathi angitshetshelwe yona. Eze kimi umngane wamfuna ifone ithi ekamereni. Ahamba yolanda. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Came back maqeda ukumkhapha. Vala amagate. Thuka wonke umuntu okhona endlini abantu bezemtshadweni. La bekufanele ukuthi balala abantwana baselokishini sehambile itransport wathuka wonke umuntu endlini. Bamba mina wangiphonsela ngale. Kwenzakalani? Ya. Dala ngikubona wena. Kuthi niyenzani no?
So I'm rolling on that.
Go. All right. Singabuyela ke lapha uthi makavala after umshado uphela uvala amagate.
Cabanga ngicela ukushada usajabulile ukuthi ucela ukushada ndoda. Vala amagate abuye endlini seka high seka foka wonke umuntu endlini uyathukana uvaya abantwana. Wonke umuntu akahamba emzini wami seyihambile nikhonta meselokishini sefanele ibizo uzothatha abantwana ubamba wangiphonsela ekamereni. Ya dala ngibona vele. Dala ngibona ukuthi wena niyafana nalomkhosi wami. Bekafunani ekamereni ukuthi asangangena ekamereni lo muntu. Unginike ifone mina ngathatha ifone ngayifaka ekamereni. Sangangena akalazi nomnyango wekamera ukuthi yawandraba yo. And remember I was 6 weeks pregnant. With his second child. Lo munye waphuma lesa sikhathi lesiya.
Yeah.
He beat me to a pulp that night.
Sure.
I miscarried that baby too.
Yo. So now sokuna 2 miscarriages out of violence. Sure. Ngifuna ukuthola ukuthi state of mind sakho kuphi manje zonke lezi zinto mazenzele. Ngoba manje ukuthi okay iphelile bekumnandi up until that moment ngoba bekumnandi waxolisa for the first one wakutreata kahle waqhubeka waqedela zonke izinto. Then kuyabuya futhi.
And then manje akasaxolisi so uwe or wrong.
Sure.
You caused this, all this. Wengenza ukuthi ngibe so. It's all your fault. Seyajika manje. Wena so wrong akusana sorry manje. Uwe or wrong yena right. Wena you caused all this. Hambela lesibhedlela uyi1.
Sure.
Yeah, it was, that one was painful. You know, I still even see it in Genet Glenwood. Ipota itigimi. How? Sisivelo what decide to apport. Yabon. Angithi esibhedlela miscarriage it's bayibiza ngani angathi it's pre-abortion what. Yeah. They use that house is namdala ngakavela what decide to abort ufake nering. So uyabona that one that one it hit me. Yeah. It hit me. Yawaphela kanjalo and then the long and short of it we went back we stayed together again. I stayed. Without sorry then bese kaqaliwa qala ke wajola ke buya jole kudelele then for the whole year second year the other year sekafuna umntwana manje yena yena sekafuna umntwana sekalungile manje yena seka esontweni hey yazi abantu marama abantu bakhohlakele hayi sekalungile manje sekayimvu sekayisontweni sekafuna umntwana ini asamtholi manje umntwana sakhona ukumthola umntwana manje seba-check it bathi angeke usakhona ukuthola umntwana ama-gynecologist angeke usakhona umntwana uthola umntwana you-damaged in value my son it's a miracle boy this one so athi angeke usamthola umntwana inhlesisontweni manje sicela ama-prayers ukuthi banomntwana so banomntwana socanga ukuthi uzolunga masonomntwana ngibo sebasho ukuthi akusumntanakhe ngasumntanakhe lo mntwana lo yijazi ini zange beza nokuzombona sekayakhula umntwana waba worse yabona after umntwana waba worse
Didn't get better for umntwana.
yeah he became worse he would beat me all the time
Sure.
almost every weekend he would want money imali kuphela so isalukwazi vele bayakutshela ukuthi isalukwazi funa abantwana abancane
Sure. So lezinto uzenza manje full view ubona ukuthi
akasanandaba bekabafonela itshera kathi nasi lesifebe lesi singitshela ukuthi ngilala nabantwana abancane ngizoba ne-AIDS
Sure.
ngimbuza last ngithi so uyazitshela le ifebe lezi ukuthi hey izifebe sengine-AIDS lesifebe asinayo
Sure. Ubutshela nihlangana nonke.
ukuthi so uzitshelile mara ukuthi yazi izifebe ngagcina nginayo i-AIDS and lesifebe lesi asinayo ngoba ichegu elinayo manje yena namhlanje ligulayo
Oh, today konje la isikolo sakhe sikhona khona uhlala
ya around ya ngibo kulapho ngihlala le kuni RDP eserathanda enye intombazana
from nje
a double story house not only a bond a double story house
engihlale kuye isikhathi esingakanani so ngifuna understand experience konke lokho for how many years
for 20 years stayed for 20 years yeah at some stage
subjected to that
yeah at some stage wangikhipha imoto ihamba ngarola ngabo 11 ebusuku wangishiya lapha akazori ngilimele or ngifile wakwangigijimisa nangebhajera afuna ukungibulala uthi ufuna ukunginyathela
sure
ngagibela esihlahleni ngaba yimfene
ubalekela yena for into engekho nje
imali he would want money he would go to his girls and come back and want money and akafuni 100 rand funa 2000 rand funa 4000 rand
so ubalance kanjani yonke lento enzeke ekhaya nasemsebenzini ukhona uqhubeka ube uthisha ube principal
ushayela lo ukuthi why ube principal wa too ambitious ma-apply i-position ukuthi uyothola i-position no too ambitious wayefuna uba principal yimi uprincipal ngiyi-one why wena ufuna uba uprincipal bengishaya weske esikhathi ngoprincipal so ngapha ulwa nabantu baselokishini lalokulo bafuna iposti then ngapha ushayiwe ufika emsebenzini everyday ucamba manga hayi abhamped lapha abhamped kuphi ngama-10 then I resigned I was depressed
so you couldn't even lay ama-charges against him uvula icala next
I tried so many times. He was well respected in the township. Most of the policemen bebamazi. There's a time la kwafika nemoto yamasotsha endlini kwami. Because amaphoyisa ahlulekile angigijimisa ebusuku. Kwafika amasotsha. Mafika amasotsha 20% of those soldiers abantu abamaziyo abantwana abaphume kuye well respected. They would always tell me ukuthi mama hayi yabona udlile wena hamba kini. Elokishini uyolala and come back uzobuya sekade cool down washisa impahla zami ngayi police station ngayo reporter udabula impahla yami ushisa impahla but you are married in community of property they are also his yeah I had a protection order nothing was done wabanjwa kayi-1 nakhona sekabanjwa e-Heidelberg amaphoyisa ase-Heidelberg wahlala 4 days he came back worse bitter bamsa ku-diversion bathe umuntu we-government and umuntu of high status first offense uzoya ku-diversion program wa-attenda waceda bamcleara wathi bengenzela nje ukuthi bangicleare ngiphumile I'm going to pay revenge
and wayenza so ugcina uzuyeka lokhu njani iposition yakhe as uprincipal because of uhlala ubruise ba emsebenzini
yeah I resigned I couldn't take it anymore because I would always lie today we are limping tomorrow it's this the other day it's that ngapha I couldn't cope ngapha ulwa nekhonene nabantu yazi kuyaliwa ima-position abo-principal ayalwelwa. I was young, I became a principal at the age of 34, the youngest province, and uyafika kunabantu abadala ekudala and you are in another town usuke eduduza ngiba-principal eRatanda abantu balapha afuna abantu balapha baba bo-principal ngapha ukho safe and then ngapha endlini uyisifebe ulale nepanel ukuthi uthole iposition. Bonke labantu ulale nabo ukuthi anything that you get you are not worth it. We rubbish, so he extended on those names zaluya zobufebe, so he rubbish, we nothing, this and this. You go, I was doing conference speaking or my seminars, you go and seminars ulala nabafundisi.
Sure. Into engifuna understand kukho konke lokho yonke le abuse you are subjected to. Yiphi i-last straw? Yiphi lento le ngoba to me ngifila ngathi mase ihambe 20 years. As much as ngingasinto right but umzimba wakho so adjusted to the situation in a way kuba normal, expect ukuthi manje sakwenze so. But yiphi manje after 20 years lento efikayo eyenzekayo ukuthi manje no.
The last straw was my son, because he came in the morning o-6, makafika ufuna 4,000 rand. Remember nemoto bezithengwa yimi. You tell me hamba uthenga i-BMW namhlanje. You go, you buy, and then outside drive wena udriver le endala. Ma uyidrivile ilethe sifuna yona. Uzobuya kwi-conference ngcono isemina mayiseduzane because mayisekudeni uzokushayela ukuthi azange ulalele. Uyayiletha yona uyahamba ngayo. So now ubhadala imoto, I bought a 5 series, afuna i-3 series. I bought a 5, mina ngathanda i-5. Ngihamba ngithenga i-5 series. Ngalala kuye egarage ifika intsha ingana plate number because ngithenga imoto le bekangayifuni bekafuna i-3 mina ngithenga i-5. Mara wayithatha wayirayithisa off ayibufebeni. Yarayitha off ngasala nesikoloto se-300,000. Uyafika ekuseni iloku yakhala ifoni uzofuna i-4,000 rand. I-10 zaka-August uzofuna i-4,000 rand uyayifuna. Sengizoba nesikolo sengi-aplayela isikolo sengifuna ukuzenza umlungu ini ngeke size siphumelele ngiyahlanya sesiregistarile isikolo ngijabulile. Ufuna ilo or it was before beku-August register October. So ufika i-4,000 rand ekuseni ufike ngo-6 ufuna i-4,000 rand. Iloku yakhala ifoni ufuna i-4,000. Mina anginayo 4,000 eyakhe imali uyisebenzisile yonke. Bekayi-lecturer lo muntu. Yakhe imali seyiphelile yonke ufuna i-4,000 rand kimi. Athi ngiyayifuna. Ngifuna le cabanga ngifuna le ngibhadale ngama-rates and taxes for the house. Nginikeza imali leyo. Yeah, nenyama mangabe awufuni mangabe uthengile i-grocery, he would take all that meat ayimukise kubo. Ayibanika yona bayidla nishiye nina nomntwana ningana kuhle endlini. So ufuna le mali yakhe manje ebhadala ama-rates and taxes nale enye akulethi akunike yona. Hawu ndoda ngoba sibhadalile vele umasipala ngiyayifuna. Negesi ngiyayifuna. Ngithi mina ngeke uzuyithola. I had just resigned because bese ngizoba nesikolo. I had resigned, I had my pension fund from a department ufuna leyo mali leyo. Nginika ikhathi ngithi angeke ngikunike ikhathi. Asona athi uyangishaya. Athi ngizokushaya ngizokubulala. Ngiyazi manguma usufile yonke leyo mali yami.
Sure.
Memeze kakhulu then umfana wami ajump. He was doing matric then. Ngase ngihlele level ukuthi aqede matric at least because angifuna yokhetha because ngake ngafaka i-case but fanele azokhetha ukuthi uzohlala nomama uzohlala nobaba makayimina. So bengafuna khethe ubabakhe noma njani ubabakhe. Nginaleyo nto leyo mina. So athi uyangishaya vele ngimemeze ajump umfana wami angene phakathi kwethu. I hated that. Athi kuye uzondlula kimi before uya kumama. Nje ukuthi uzombulala bulala mina. Buya mama. Athi mama ngina 18 khumbula. I've just turned 18. So sengiyazimela tshela ngizokubulalela yena lo. Sure. Ngimdonsele.
So kwaba i-last straw.
So saphuma nomfana bathi asambe. Umfana msahamba safika sa withdraw imali. Wathi withdraw 4,000 ngayi withdraw. Wathi asemaphoyiseni angisho ne-protection order saya. Safika wathi emaphoyiseni ngicela ngizokhipha ubaba endlini ngoba ngizombulala. Sabuya namaphoyisa wathi mnike 4,000 rand yakhe. Ngamnika. Waphuma kanjalo wahamba. Wathi mthathini angaphinda buye.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see my son doing that to his father. not to lay a hand on him because I know because of my cases. I wouldn't allow that. I chose my son.
Sure. So, Mama, sukukho konke lokho soku-experiencile, let's wrap up as the name of the show. What keeps you going after experiencing konke lokho? Ayikho umuntu wesilisa engathi uye wakupha comfort umuntu wesilisa owashintsha neside okhuluma nasemshadweni experience the same. So yini ekwenza ube positive le individual ube i-inspiration kwabanye abantu yet you going through so much pain?
I'm living my purpose. I found my purpose in life in all the midst of everything that was happening. So now I'm living my purpose. I'm serving the community. So when I see people succeeding, I become happy. When I help one woman on a problem, kunontombazana wayefuna ucastrate umntana komfana because of rape, makabheka umntana komfana abukubuyele sasithombe lesiyana. I ran, I helped that woman. She's okay now nomntana komfana. That keeps me going, that makes me happy. And prayer above everything else. Yeah. I pray. And forgiveness. I had to forgive myself. I've wasted time that I cannot collect. Forgive myself, forgive all my perpetrators, and live a peaceful life. I'm at peace with everything. I'm living my purpose now.
Sure. I think on that note, Mamsi siyabonga isikhathi sakho ukuthi ngiyazi kuningi ekushoda kuningi even ne-relationship yomntana wakho ngiyazi Lord is like out of rape, it wasn't easy. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time. But abantu incwadi khona available ku Facebook ubani
Mashinini-Ndlalanithe Mamsi.
Yeah. So ku Facebook if ufuna more stories ukuthi relationship yakhe nengane yakhe le result nge-rape because I know for the longest time bonga khona kumbona bekuvela ama memories kababakhe.
Bekanuka yena.
Sure. So I know that was tough. So, but due to his cut, we couldn't get into that. But mawufuna konke lokho na incwadi sitholele nawe. So, ukuyirepha kwethu, I hope wonke umuntu obukele la ufundile what women went through. If bongas today uyazi. If into engishaqe kakhulu ukuthi ne police force at that time bengasizi next. Actually bebazo add to the problem onayo. So baningi abantu besifazana abagoqa ama-trauma abazali bethu singazi. So let's love our women. Zama konke umama wakho namhlanje mawunayo yakuye umtshele ukuthi umthanda kangakanani umuphi hug ngoba ziyabuya. So sesivala nje sicela please subscribe, ulike, ushare and shout out to DVC Studios for making this possible. Asibonane futhi bafethu kule episode ezayo. Sharp. Yeah.
Your relationship no mtanako
4 minutes to spare.
relationship no mtanako
Bena
4 minutes to spare.
Mm.